Hello friends, we were discussing various issues with respect to the public services, rights of the citizens and what are the quality aspects with respect to various issues that are of interest to the people. In today's topic, we will be discussing the quality of the roads and the rights of the citizens. See, the road is one fundamental thing that everybody needs to use irrespective of whatever the work they are associated with. And road is an important part of the infrastructure that any country need to have to develop. We know the olden days there were no specifically made roads. The people used to tread. They make the roads by their walking, their whatever the way they drive like horses or chariots or whatever the way, and they make the roads in the villages. They make the roads in the forests and all that. But today, with the governments came, particularly in our country, when we are talking about the post-independence development, the development of infrastructure is associated with the three factors. One is the power, other one is the roads, the next important is the water. These are all the essential things for the people. You see, it is habit to many of us to compare our country with other countries and then make a comment, oh, both developed that the country is far developed as compared to India with respect to so and so, so and so, so and so. One thing we do not realize when we make such a comments, why not in India also we have that, we should have that. This is what the rights that one should realize. With conditions of the road, there is a global rating is also there with respect to the safety and condition of the road, and these particular ratings, in fact our rating few decades back was somewhere less than 2 in the scale of 0 to 7, and today if you see overall average the road conditions and safety issues with India is, I mean, we have come a midway. Like today, if global rating is here, you can say it's 4.5 in the rating 0 to 7. What is this rating and what are the conditions? Before that, the roads at present, we have three types of the road. One is the Kacha road, which is either formed by natural with the mud and all that, or prepared through the mud to make a road. Then the tar road, that normally we call as the bituminous road, using the coal and other ingredients and to prepare a road, which is a very good and a smooth road to make a commuters to travel through their vehicles or even trading. And the third one is the concrete road. We always call it a RCC road or a concrete road, which is considered the most durable and used for a longer period, which is obviously is a costly. These are all the roads at present we have. In addition to this type of the roads, in certain areas, mainly for hilly areas like I have seen in the Kerala and other hilly areas, Mysore and all that, they have the roads with the bituminous adding with the rubberized. They call it the rubberized roads on an experimental basis. If somebody has gone to the Shabarmalai and that kind of those areas, they can see a part of the road is a rubberized roads with the tar. The very purpose is that it will retain its strength in the irrespective of the seasons. Like a rainy season, it doesn't slip. Even in the summer, hot summer also, it doesn't melt like a normal tar. So those are the properties it has developed. These are all on experimental basis. In certain areas, they made the roads. Now coming back to the rights of the citizens in the roads. What is the right of a citizen? As a citizen, as a person, we pay the taxes to the government, and our taxes are used for the infrastructure, which is including the roads, for the tar roads or a bituminous roads or whatever the roads. We see the different roads in the cities, highways, runways for the airports, and normal roads for the general in the city and the towns and the villages. The importance of the roads is it smoothen your commutation so that you can comfortably go from one place to other place. But here there are the problems. We are talking about now the quality of the roads. Quality of the roads, although on average we have a 4.5 in the rating of 0 to 7, but that 4.5 average is not everywhere. Even today there are certain roads with the quality less than 2, and there are certain qualities, particularly in the highways and the runways, that quality is equal to 6.5 or even nearer to the 7, which can be compared to globally the best, any developed countries also. This variation, this difference has to be totally nullified. And how it can be done? See, the road is made just before the rainy season, during the summer particularly. Most of the period the roads are constructed in the summer, because that is a period where the workers can do without much hurdles. That is the main reason. And sometimes in winter also. In the rainy season it is very difficult. But when they made the roads, the responsibility of the roads is the corporation. And then if it is a highway authority, state road transportation highway authorities, depending on the type of the roads. What is the right with the citizens on this? The roads, once they are made with a one season of the rains, it gets into the pit holes, and the journey stops there itself with the are very difficult. Obviously the quality is there. To extent possible, it is not a good quality that is required to be there. So under this occasion, under these circumstances, what is the role that citizens should play to get their rights? Here let me tell you, the Constitution of India provides the right to the citizens with respect to the roads also. You may be wondering why the rights on the roads for the citizens. Yes, it is not directly on the roads, but it is under the Article 21, where the citizens have the liberty for a better movement, and they have a right for the life. Here the right for the life and the roads, what is the link? I can give you so many examples. See, in the rainy season, when there is a full of the rain, there are certain pits which are not visible, and that pit must have just happened few hours before, I do not know. And I traveled with my motorbike, I traveled with my bicycle, or I travel with my car, whatever. Because of the pits, I get injured. My vehicle may fall. In fact, it happened, so several instances were there few years back. Because of the pit, the two-wheeler was traveling, the husband was traveling, wife was sitting backside as a pillion. And all of a sudden the pit came, then the wife has to get down to avoid the fall. And immediately there is a sheep hole was there, and she fallen into that hole, and she, from there, about 5 kilometers, she came out in a place called Hussain Sagar. Her body came after few probably hours and all that. So that is a death. So here, where is the life to the property for the people who are using the roads? So that one should understand. So you have a right to exercise your right. You can ask the government for the proper roads. You need not be a quality control person, you need not be the government officials, you need not be an auditor, or you need not be the inspection agency for that. You should have the sense that you have the right on the roads, because you are paying the taxes to the road for making the roads. It's not that only your money is used. The government has the responsibility for that. In fact, in one of the cases in the Bombay High Court, that they clearly say that the citizens have the rights under the Article 21, under the right to life. So, because of these situations, then you should know what is your right. When a road is made, there are certain specifications are there. The specific Indian standard specifications are there for the bituminous, the quality of the bituminous you are using if it is a tar road, quality of the cement, and how much is the height it should be there, what is the thickness. These are all the parameters are set for the each road to be made. So if you find as a citizen, as a user of the road, if you find there is an issue, you can certainly go to the court. You can first go to the consumer courts if there is any loss, personal loss. You can then go to the court to take the task to the whoever is made that road, the government agencies. This is applicable not only to the roads, this is applicable to the bridges which collapses due to the construction defects. So these are all the issues one should understand. The quality of the road is more important. Friends, I am taking here particularly with respect to all those who are the users. They need not to worry that they have a quality background, they have a power behind them to ask. It is their fundamental right which is already given by the courts. So you exercise your fundamental right, and whenever you find any road is defective, any road is having a problem after its construction within a short time, be it a tar road, be it is a cement road or any type of a road, immediately you have a right to approach the nearest municipality authorities or Gram Panchayat if the particular road is in villages, and if they do not respond, you can certainly go to the courts. So this is your fundamental right. You realize your right and you be safe. We as a citizens, we have certain rights provided by the constitution, like a pure air, the pollution free air, pollution free atmosphere, under the right to the life, article 21. Similarly, the roads also important. Safety of the road is much more essential for a commuter, and you have the equal rights. But at the same time, friends, you have to use your not only the rights but your duties also. How you pay your taxes to the government, and don't avoid paying the taxes, because your taxes will help the government to give you the required infrastructure with respect to the roads. With this, I think today in our series in the public service, I try to share some information how a citizen can exercise their rights if the roads are not done, and what is the importance of the safety of the roads, what are the components that a road should be made of. These are all the things, and what are the Indian standards, international standards with respect to the laying of the roads. Briefly I explained, and more information you can get by sending your comments, and particularly there will be some links will be there with related to this, so you can go through that. And to conclude my talk, I would like to remind you that one of the most important infrastructure that we deserve and we have the right is the safe roads, proper roads for the commutation, and roads with our suitable conditions for the commuting. You may be a pedestrian, you should have a proper road, because there should be a path for the pedestrian. You are a commuter with a two-wheeler, four-wheeler, or whatever the mode of your transportation, you should have a proper road. It may be the highways, it may be the state ways, it may be a local roads, or it may be a street roads. Every road has its quality to be maintained, and you have the right on each and every road which you commute on. Okay, with this I'll try to conclude for today's session, and for any doubts, any comments, you please send your comments in the comments box. And also I request you to like, if you like this one, and share this, subscribe, so that more and more public service related issues will come to you through this YouTube channel. Goodbye and good day.